Hello good people, it's Rich here, novice guitarist, guitar number 103, need to check. Anyway, I know, it's another new guitar. There are reasons I bought this one. So when Squier changed things up a little bit, so you know they used to have Bullet, Affinity, Standard, and then they had different ranges like Vintage Modified, Classic Vibe, and then Modern sort of Contemporary series. Well, they stopped doing the Standard series and they've basically upgraded the Affinity series. So in Telecaster land and in Strat land. So you now get a full thickness body, you get a 2-point trem. So those are two big things. They've taken the words Affinity off the top, as they used to have, and they've just improved the guitars overall. The price has gone up a little bit, so the Strat Affinities used to be about 180, and they start at about 220-ish now, depending on where you go, of course. That's the bottom of that box. Trem arm, all the way in the bottom. And then if you get pretty ones like this, the price is a little bit more, but I've got a few quid off this one. So I need a Strat, don't I? I need a Strat, and I haven't had one for a while. And you'll see why I bought this particular one when you see the finish. It's affordable. I've played it, tried it, and it surprised me how nice it is to both to play and how it sounds actually. God, take out the stupid business. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this. It looks different to the pictures. It's not as sort of stripy, but actually I think that's better because you're not really worrying about sort of bookmark matching so much. It's carried on the back. It's really pretty finish. You can see thickness of the body, thicker than the older ones. And then a really nice touch here, look, you can't really, just light's not particularly good, you just about make out. They've sort of put a glossy varnishy finish on the outside of the headstock, so the whole thing looks sort of shiny, and then not body. But the neck itself is completely satin. It's really super smooth. Tuners are interesting. Look, they're modern on the back, but vintage on the front. That's a bit different. One string tree, fewer friction points, and the nut has been cut very well. There are no sharp fret ends on here at all, and the frets themselves, they are polished. Put another light on. It's a bit dark in here. They are polished. Back of the neck. Turn that light back off. And it's heavier than you'd think. As well, it's not heavy by any stretch, but it's one of these. Skunk stripe. It's an HSS. See, look, the 2-point trem on there. It's just set slightly floating. I'll have to decide whether I want to keep it like that. Usual. But yeah, I wanted an HSS Strat because it's funny, I much prefer the look of a proper a Strat with its single coil pickup here, because that's more traditional to me, but I don't really like the sound of them. I think I mentioned that before. So this gives you a bit of the best of both worlds. And of course my lovely telly from Harley Benton is single coils only. So this now gives me another option, having HSS. Let's just have a super quick tune up. I'm trying a different pick as well. I have got, it's a Dunlop XL series Jazz 3. It's slightly bigger than the little tiny red ones I had. I need a new battery in this bloody thing. Come on, pick it up. Little snark. You can tune it on the Spark, but I've not worked out how to do that yet. Here we go. Why do G strings, even when they're in tune, always sound, or often sound off? Right, the Spark is on. Or is it? Yeah, it is on. What should we do? Let's take that one off. Hold on. Let's put the master volume up. Where is that? Just a tiny bit. Gain, bass, treble, middle, master. Still quiet, isn't it? What about this one? Output. What's that one do? There we are. Amp completely clean. Boom. Output master. Down. Oh dear. Come on, tuner. Strings. That sounds a bit dull. I wonder if that's getting stuck in the nut a little bit. Turn the tone down. Tone all the way to the bottom. So the tone graduates okay. It's a little bit top, middle and bottom. Take on next position. Middle position. Now let's go to a Fender medium thick pick. The neck being satin, lovely. Forgot to mention neck thickness. This to me feels a lot like this Squier Deluxe I had, which is very close to a Fender Mexican. What's it like compared to the older Telecaster? Maybe a tiny bit more, very similar. Yeah. So yeah, the whole thing just feels more like an inverted, like a proper Strat. And then the bridge, and this is an important one. Let's put it on the gain channel. Which is, oh Jesus, it's loud. Crikey. Okay. Sorry folks, obviously this is all new to me. But where's the master gone? Master of puppets. Master. There it is. Still too loud. Doesn't sound very good at all, does it? Amplifier, what do you do? Output, let's turn that. There we are. There it is. That was one thing that surprised me when I tried it out. Is it seems to sustain pretty well, really. Considering it's not exactly a mahogany body, is it? And it's single coils. So it does have a couple of cracks in the lacquer on the neck pocket on this one, and the neck pocket joint is okay. It's okay. It's not brilliant, it's okay. But yeah, so I'm going to enjoy sort of getting used to this and getting to know it a little bit more. Just quickly before I do that, neck pickup on a telly versus neck pickup on a Strat. Boink. Let's just show that there for a second. Bit more jangly. That's a technical word, obviously. So there we go. You'll get to know it better as time goes on, and it'll be more in tune. But first impressions are that it's much better. You see on the headstock as well. Look, no Affinity on there. Not on the back either. So you're no longer embarrassed by your Affinity. Anyway, waffling, really waffling. Catch you later. Thank you.